Welcome to the biggest influences. This is the real Joe Rogan.
Alcohol is a dangerous one.
Really?
It's a little poison. A little poison every time, but it's fun.
You know, I
gotta
always
balance
feel
out
bad
the
that I
fun
don't
and the
drink.
health.
Well, I feel horrible that I don't drink.
Why?
I wish I could be sociable and have a red wine, Joe. I wish I'd go to dinner with
Yeah,
you.
but it doesn't matter.
Oh,
No one cares. It doesn't matter. You
Joe, I grew up in the 70s.
I know.
Where you walked into somebody's house and people just gave you a drink. They didn't, Hi, Joe, do you want
Would you like a
bourbon?
drink? Yeah.
They don't have. In the 70s, they didn't
Yeah.
have. They took 2 cubes. How cool were those tables?
Yeah.
Like Sinatra. And
Yeah.
Dean, what's his name?
Do you know when you do the Tonight Show, they would have a cart? They would pull a fucking bar cart into your green room, into your dressing room. Would you like a drink? When I did the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, he gets you booze before you go out there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he wants everybody to be
Well,
laughing,
listen, you
have a
gotta
good
relax a little
time.
bit. What's a joint
Relaxed.
or fucking yeah?
Exactly.
Do you see what laughing gas?
I'm
is?
sure Mar probably smokes before. Well, he definitely smokes on his podcast.
Does he?
Jesus Christ, Joey. What do you got there?
I said.
I'm so terrified of that bag.
Bring it to the green room.
Bill
I
Maher,
brought-
okay.
I brought
Keep it in
all
there.
This shit. And you got your own bag with the Joe Rogan Experience on it.
Thank you.
A beautiful leather bag. I got you some fucking.
I'm so excited to show you this club.
Bro. I've heard fucking. I have people that are non-comics hit me up. Non-comics.
This is just a lot of noise on the microphone.
I know, I'm trying to figure out what to get to smoke next, bro.
Let's just
Look at this. I got bags everywhere.
come on. We're good.
What the fuck? I need another joint.
Here.
Oh no, we got a fucking chocolate mushroom bar. Laughing gas got it all, Uncle Papa. They're gonna open up an AC.
They got to fix the laws in Texas. Basically, marijuana is decriminalized in the city of Austin, but the fucking law is dumb. And these people don't realize it's dumb because they've got it connected to leftists and hippies. It's about freedom. There's a lot of ranchers and farmers that like to smoke weed. It's great. Weed's great. It makes you love your children more. It makes you stare at the stars. It makes food taste better. It makes sex feel better. You fucking idiots that are making it illegal are ruining the world. And to say that it's going to ruin people, yeah. It's going to ruin people just like cheeseburgers are going to ruin people, and gambling is going to ruin people, and alcohol is going to ruin people. All those things that are legal and should be legal. Because you got to give people the opportunity to fuck up their own life. You should work on counseling. You should give people advice. You should give people some sort of resources where they could get out of any sort of hole they're in, whatever addiction they might have, but you got to leave people the fuck alone. That's what this country's founded on. This country's founded on freedom. And if you don't have the freedom to choose what you put in your own body, especially when we're talking about something that is beneficial medically, psychologically, physically, not physically addictive, doesn't kill anyone, the only way you die from it, you literally have to do something stupid because you're high.
If I haven't died from it, ain't nobody gonna die from marijuana. Okay? Knock it the fuck off. Ain't
The only
nobody
time you
gonna.
die is a fucking brick of marijuana falls out of the sky and hits you in the head. But we're still dealing with a bunch of goofy laws. And I think they keep these laws goofy on purpose. They keep the culture war going because it's an easy distraction from other things.
Now,
The more
Texas doesn't
things
gamble either, right?
What's that?
You don't gamble either, right, Jamie?
There's some gambling here, right?
They're like poker rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, but not like.
Not a
boat.
casino.
There might
Casinos
be one
are-
somewhere in the state.
Magnets for sick people. You know, when you go to those casinos in like Connecticut, you're like, Jesus Christ, there's so many people that are just sick. A lot of people having a good time, just out on a date. Let's go to the casino, play a couple of hands of blackjack. Seems like a good time. But there's a lot of just sick fucking gambling junkies in there. Just lost.
When you see them and they have their wheelchairs and they got the oxygen mask and they're smoking
still
a cigarette in
smoking.
the casino, you're like, wow.
You see a lot of
But
those.
different strokes for different folks.
Hey, you
How
got
about
to let people do that if that's what they want to do.
How about the chick last week that was winning so much money she just started pissing at the casino?
I saw that.
Did you see that?
That girl just pissed on the fucking
Pissed
seat
on the fucking
while
floor.
she was playing slot machines.
Bro, she
didn't
ain't
even
losing that
move.
shit.
She was on the phone.
She didn't dry her monkey either.
What a crazy bitch.
That's disgusting.
That's a
I don't mind
crazy
if you
bitch.
pee. Even me, when I pee in the bottle, I have a little tissue to dry the helmet off.
Maybe she was on Xanax. Yeah, this is her. She seems kind of hot too,
She looked hot from the side.
and
but you
just
can't see
pissing.
it.
So ridiculous. That lady's wild. It's crazy though. Imagine that you. It's not uncommon. Not that uncommon. Hold on. Scroll up. Scroll. Look at this. Regardless of the video's legitimacy, urinating on casino floors isn't as uncommon as one might think. 2000. Oh, many people probably did it. Oh, they had adult diapers. This guy said that Arnie Wexler, a recovered problem gambler who operated a New Jersey-based gambling hotline and counseling service at the time, told the Louisville Courier Journal that many heavy gamblers don adult diapers to avoid having to leave a slot machine or gaming table. If they don't come prepared, he said, they just pee in the seat. Oh my God, you dirty fucks. You imagine walking in a casino, you just smell piss. You just know so many people have been pissing on the floor, you could smell it. Oh.
I don't know if I'm ready for diapers. I don't know, dog.
Well,
if you pee in your pants, you gotta leave that shit on.
What would you rather have, diapers or be paralyzed? I'll take diapers. You gotta just deal with it. It is what it is. You know? You can only control what you can control.
You gonna tell me you're gonna shit in a diaper and sit in it for 2 hours?
I don't think the shit thing is as big of an issue. I think mostly it's a piss thing. Incontinence. You might be shitting your pants a little bit too. Depends on your digestive system and your diet. I mean, some people have gastrointestinal problems. It's horrible.
That's the worst.
There's a lot of problems out there in the world, though. Little babies die of leukemia. You know, a lot of problems. We're lucky as shit. We're alive and kicking in 2023, one of the most interesting times to be alive. And you and I grew up in a time where there was no internet. We got to experience this whole wave of change over the world. The erosion of faith in politicians and media is at an all-time high. People are just starting to wake up to how fucking insane this world is organized and run. And we're starting to realize that, hey, you know, this is almost over for whoever is listening to this. If you're listening to this and you're in your 40s, you're halfway there, kid. All right? If you're listening in your 20s, if nothing terrible happens to you, you don't accidentally overdose on fentanyl, you got a solid 60 years left if everything goes great. If you're taking care of yourself, maybe you'll make it to 90. Maybe. So I'm 55. So how much time do I have left? I'm pretty robust.
20.
I work out a lot.
20.
20 years? That's it? Damn. I was hoping for like 100.
After that, what
I think I'd do 150.
You really want to be alive to be 100?
I think I'd get even better. I think I'd get even better about it at anything. I think if you could stay alive for longer, you'd make less mistakes. You'd understand yourself more. There'd be like a value that you could give to other people if you have energy. Like people can learn things from other people that have already experienced life. That's why we love hearing stories and hearing wise people talk about things. The more I experience life, the more I understand me and other people, and the more I talk to people, the more I understand people, the better I get at it, the better I get at life. I really, really, really believe that. And I think everybody does, sort of. Everybody does in their heart of hearts.
I feel the same.
As long as you don't give up. As long as you don't give up, as long as you don't get cynical, as long as you don't get hateful, if you could just stay positive and stay around loving people and be a good person and be someone that people like to be around, you can get better all the time. You keep getting better at being a human. You get better at podcasting. You get better at stand-up. You get better at everything.
You once told me something really interesting. When you said that your biggest fear was turning old. You wanted to be in good shape when you were older, you know. And my biggest fear all these years, honest to God, was not dying or anything. It was not being, I hate to say this to you, and you're going to understand what I'm saying right off the bat. People at home might not. I didn't want to become one of the comics at the store when we got there.
I know what you mean.
I'd rather shoot myself. I didn't want to call you when I was 60 and go, dog, I'm taking this cruise. I need to come on the podcast to change my life, as we both heard from people.
Yeah.
I did not want to be one of those guys, and that is what I'm proudest of the most. I'm proud that I put a book together. I'm very proud that I found alternatives, that I didn't have to keep bothering people at clubs to put me on.
Yeah.
And, you know, well, Joe Rogan sucks. Mitzi Shore never gave me the love I needed. I blew off Kennison. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, but those guys, they're always going to exist. You know, they're a lesson for you. This is a path that you could go down. You see that path and you know it's negative. where we got very lucky, Joey, is that we both experienced, like you did, movies, The Longest Yard. We did a bunch of stuff.
Things, yeah.
We did a bunch of stuff, but then the internet came along right when we were like fully developed, like real comics. We were real headliners. And then when everybody transitioned into podcasting and everybody transitioned into like YouTube became like the best platform for putting out a comedy special. And we all learned who's the great comics from listening to each other. You know, people would talk about, have you seen Shane Gillis? Holy shit. Mark Norman, oh my God, that guy's funny. And then everybody here, and then it becomes this organic network. But it all happened. We got so fortunate that we caught that wave every step of the way at the right time. We rode every wave in, every step of the way. Take the mainstream stuff to use it to transition into putting your stuff online. You realize online is the real mainstream. Everybody's addicted to their goddamn phone. Everybody's on social media. Everybody's watching YouTube. Everybody's listening to podcasts. There's just, we caught that wave every step of the way. And that's the same thing with this club. Joey, when this I was not going to open up a fucking club. What did I always tell you guys? I said, be nice to club owners. You don't want to be one of them. We need those freaks. We need these crazy people that are willing to deal with stand-up comedians every week and hoping that they don't have a fucking overdose after the Friday night show and hoping that they show up for radio at 6 o'clock in the morning to promote the gig. Those people are crazy. We know them. We are them. We're all crazy. Anybody who wants to do stand-up comedy is out of their fucking mind. You don't want to be a club owner. So I was always like, be nice to those people. I want them to be my friends. These are people I work with. I want to look forward to seeing them and hugging them. I don't want to think this guy's fucking me out of money and this guy, and my bonuses are short or all that. I don't want to be involved in any of that. I just want to give everybody a hug, say hi to the waitstaff. What's up? What's up? I want it to be nice, positive experience. You don't want to be a fucking club owner. Now I'm a club owner. And it came about during the pandemic. It was this wild series of opportunities. First of all, COVID, me looking at all the chaos in LA going, this ain't getting better. We're getting the fuck out. I had liberal friends calling to borrow guns. Like, what? You can't borrow a gun. Jesus fucking Christ. There's lines around the gun stores. You remember the lines at the gun stores? Joey, I was driving through I think it was Burbank.
Burbank.
There was a line.
Both of them on the end by Alberto Crane
for
School.
people looking to buy guns. They didn't have enough guns to sell people. So I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And when I got to LA, or got to Austin rather, I was like, shit, I need a club. There's no clubs here. We were working out at the Vulcan, which was nice, but it wasn't set up as a community. It wasn't set up that was like where we could all be together and hang like we did at the store. I was like, Jesus, that's so important for the culture of stand-up. It's so important for the comics to have a sense of community. So I was like, all right, I got to open up a fucking club. And at the same time, everybody had been fired from the Comedy Store. The Comedy Store was shut down. Everybody was unemployed. So I got all the best people from the store to come here. When I got Curtis and Adam and Eric and Jody and Jesus Christ and Kerry Mitchell to run the bar, like, holy shit, man. It was like, this is the dream team.
And imagine how many people were ready to leave.
Bro, and Adam Egget, that guy's the fucking man. Everybody was ready to leave. And then they come here, and it's so beautiful, and people are so nice. And it all, like, every step of the way, it's like I rode this wave perfect.
Subscribe to Biggest Influences today.